How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. My name is James. This is Blindly Playing Games, and today I just want to talk about how I play World of Warcraft totally blind. And to start, I want to say that this game is not fully accessible. You're definitely going to need help with certain things like making a character, but once you're in the game, then you can actually do a lot of things non-visually. But the biggest barrier to playing the game in general is just going to be navigating. So if you want to get around the world, if you want to do dungeons, raids, and stuff, you're definitely going to want to be following somebody, because that's what I do most of the time. Battlegrounds, you can't follow anyone, so there are other ways to tell whether or not, say, you're running into a wall or something. For example, if you're playing a monk, you can use Jade Serpent Statue. If you put it down, start channeling, and run away. So the statue got quieter. That means I was running freely, right? And I just died. But I was running away, so that means I wasn't running into anything. And there are other classes that have certain things like that. For example, you can use Hunter's Flare, you can use Druid's Efflorescence, Shaman's Healing Rain, and I'm sure there's some other classes with other spells. There's also other things that you can type in that are like scripts that you can use to open windows or click on buttons and things like that. So, for example, let's try to open the talent window. Let's start narrator real quick. Just to make sure I'm typing this right.
Opening, closing parenthesis.
Boom. See, that opened it up. So it's going to depend on capitalization as well. So for example, that was /run space toggle with a capital T, talent with a capital T, and frame with a capital F, and then parentheses with no spaces. Except for, like I said, the space between /run and toggle. And you can do other things like /click if you know the name of a button, /click space the name of the button, or you could just throw those in macros like I do. So I have like my letter B on my keyboard set to accept like a lot of things, say anything really, like group invites or release spirit, stuff like that. So, but there are also a lot of add-ons that can be really helpful. So for example, dialogue key does most of those things for you. So if you click spacebar, you'll accept a group. If you click spacebar, you'll release your spirit and get to the graveyard and things like that. And well, talking about the graveyard is there's not really a way to easily find your body. So if you die and you're playing by yourself, you're probably going to take res sickness. So if you wanted to do that, you could do like /tar space spirit healer to target the spirit healer, and then you could go set a keybind for interactive targets. You have to do that in like the menu, the key bindings menu, and then you can talk to them, and then you can click spacebar, and boom, you're alive with res sickness. And some other add-ons would include like something like auto repair, where it automatically repairs. So if I get on my mount, I have the mammoth mounts with some vendors, right? And I know the first couple letters of the repair vendor's name, so I can do /tar space GN. I target them. I click my interact with target macro, and boom, it repaired. And I'm just trying to figure out if there are any other things. So like range display is another add-on that if you tab to target them, it'll make a noise if you're in range, and then make a noise if you're out of range. I don't think I really buy anybody to target, so can't really demonstrate that right now. But and then if you kill something and you want to loot it, you can use looterang. You have to train to be an engineer, or if you're a hunter, you can use, I believe it's called fetch. Audio cues is an add-on to allow you to heal. So if you decide to be a healer, you're definitely going to want this add-on. So it allows you to heal non-visually. I'm trying to figure out, because I think you can fall off the map probably if I just run forward again or something. But, oh, there we go. Okay. So now you hear that one, right? That's what audio cues is doing. So that means I'm below 90% health, and I'm not that far below 90% health because it's not saying it very quickly. So if I just go heal myself up real quick. So overall, the add-on will start saying somebody's number if they drop below 90% health, and it'll say that number faster and faster the lower the health they are. It ranges from about 2 seconds to a half a second. And if that female voice changes to a male voice, that means I can dispel them. So, and just for the numbers, I will always be number 1, and the rest of the party will be 2 through 5 from the top down. And if you do raids, it's going to be a little bit different. So instead of calling out, say, all 5 party members, a raid's going to be calling out the lowest 3 party members of the raid, just so you're not like being called out with, I don't know, 40 numbers, yelling at you. Another add-on is called Blind Assist. It's pretty helpful. It tells you like kind of where you're at, what zone you're in, what battleground you get into, stuff like that. So if you do reload, Orbus, okay. So that's pretty cool. It also says if you're like diving, mounted, getting on a vehicle, which would be like someone's 2-person mount and things like that, indoors, outdoors. Smart Error tells you pretty much if you can't cast. So if you're, say, running and you try to cast, like say you're following somebody and they're running, and maybe you don't know they're running and you try to cast and it makes like this noise, that means, you can't cast because you're moving. It also has other things like interrupts. So say you're following somebody again in a dungeon and you're casting and they all of a sudden move, boom, it makes a noise and it tells you you're interrupted. Auto gear is a add-on that I kind of recently found out about, where it just automatically equips the best gear. So that is pretty cool, because that was pretty annoying to deal with gear. I usually just had to have people help me with that. And that's kind of like the general gist, just going over a few things. It's not nearly everything. I have an entire guide that I posted on Reddit, which I'll link in the description. I'll also link all my socials in the description if anybody wants to contact me, have any questions or anything like that. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please throw a like on it and subscribe for more. If you didn't, throw a big dislike on it, whatever floats your boat. All my socials will be in the description down below. I also stream at twitch.tv/blindlyplayinggames. Thanks for watching.